One of the biggest things about Kamikaze were the loads of people who were dissed by Eminem, but I feel like a lot of the rappers he dissed, if not all of them, aren't really onto the skill level of Eminem, and because of this, I don't really see a battle coming out of any of these MCs. The only person that I think has a chance against M is Joe Budden. Before I go any further, I wanted to say I'm not a Joe Budden fanboy, whatever that is, especially after the shit he did with Sikh people. Before y'all shit your bricks, I'm just trying to say that Joe Budden is not a better rapper than Eminem. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just trying to say that if they ever get into a beef, there are certain things that Joe has over the other rappers. And in this video, I'm just going to go over the 3 ways Joe can beat Eminem if they ever get into lyrical combat. So the first way Joe can beat M is by full-on exposing him. For those who don't know, Eminem was Joe's boss and friend for a little over a decade now. Joe can use this to his advantage by trying to expose Eminem to the public on stuff they don't really know, whether it be bringing up that weird racist song he made back in the day, some personal mistakes we never knew about, or exposing him for some shady business practices we don't know about. If Joe takes this route, all he has to do is ruin the public's perception of Eminem to the point where he kind of becomes an unlikable figure. I think that this is the best way Joe could go about this beef, just because Joe doesn't really have much to lose when it comes to public perception. The other way, but the least recommended way Joe could edge out M is by attacking him head on. A lot of people don't know this, but Joe had a pretty long career as a freestyle battle rapper. Because of this, Joe could come up with sharp wordplay and punchlines that could maybe edge out M. And even though Eminem is the flow god, I think everyone here can admit that Eminem's punchlines have been pretty hit or miss recently.
You got puns, I got Asperger's.
The last thing, but the most important thing Joe has to do if he wants to beat out Eminem is don't overdo it. Do not oversaturate. Even if Eminem doesn't respond to your first diss track, do not make another one to try to grab his attention. I think the best example I could show you of this going wrong is when Joyner Lucas went up against Logic. Do y'all remember when Joyner Lucas kept on dissing Logic and hoping to get his attention, but then Logic never responded, which made Joyner Lucas kind of look like
Mom! 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 Mommy! Mommy!
In that beef, Joe kept on spamming Drake with diss tracks, and Drake didn't even bat an eye to him. This made Joe look like a chihuahua barking at a German shepherd, and the German shepherd doesn't even give a shit because the chihuahua is so insignificant. That's what that whole thing reminded me of. Now, if Joe wants to win this beef against Eminem, if Joe wants to win, what he's got to do is he has to go in with one really strong diss track. So in the end, I think if Joe follows these 3 tips, I think he has a chance of coming out on top over Eminem. I just want to say thank you for watching my video. In the comments, post who do you guys think will win and who do you want to see win this beef if it ever happens. Don't forget to sub, like, subscribe, do the whole 9 yards, and yeah.